Hi guys, MrSpaceman reporting for duty and welcome for the 7th episode and hopefully the last episode of the year in this, not in real life. In real life, I hope I have many more episodes before the end of the year, but I hope this is going to be the last episode of this year because today, if we manage to beat VTSC, I will go away on a massive holiday, and by massive holiday I mean I have to play lots of games over here on my own. But that will mean that we qualify for the Europa Conference League Playoffs, and that means our lives are much more simpler. And plus, VTSC stopped me from winning last time. This time, I hope to destroy them. Yes, so what has happened since the last time you saw me? And may I remind you, the last time I saw you is the Austria-Vienna game. Hopefully you were there, so you'd remember when's the last time you saw me. We managed to beat Austria-Vienna 2-0. You'll remember. You, of course, saw that episode, right? And since then, we went on a decent run of form of 2 games. Ignore these. These are just a way for me to make money. So the first thing is, we managed to play against, and I'm gonna butcher it, I am sorry, Železničar. And it helps when the teams have the letters written out because I can actually kind of read it. So, Železničar, we managed to beat them 3-1 with goals from Alilovic, Medina, and Saldania. And it was a nice performance, but I do want to show you something because, dear God, did it look amazing. So, just to set the scene real quick, they scored the first goal on the 7th minute. And yes, I rotated the squad a little bit more than I should have. It was a nice little breakaway, which I managed to put away. Jovanovic had nothing to do with this. We took a whole, I want to say almost hour. We took 15 minutes to get back into it, and we managed to score through Alilovic, Popovic creating lots of chances as well. But this is not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you the goal that made us go ahead of Železničar. It was this goal from an unexpected person. So, Sehovic puts a nice little cross in, which Saldania throws it back, and De Medina, who came off the bench, did that. I subbed him on, I'm not sure what minute it was, he came in from outside the box, very far outside the box, and he smashed it in. I want to see it again. Let's go, let's try and find it again. I'm really bad with these kind of highlights. Let's see it again. Look at that, the ball drops to him. I even want to slow it down. Can I slow it down? Yes, I can. Look at these manipulations. He takes a touch, he lines up a shot, he sees the shot, he takes a very impressive shot, and Zivkovic had nothing to propose to it. He was just like, Jesus Christ, the ball could have broken my hands. But yes, that was a beautiful, beautiful result. I don't want to say that we were comfortable at all, but the scoreline was 3-1 at the end. Ignore the fact that we scored in the 93rd minute. It was cooler than it looked. And then finally, once again, we rotated the squad slightly. We had Chuk starting, and we had Bazdar in the midfield, who finally is learning how to play in the box-to-box midfield role. Basically, we're just trying to save money instead of playing the very expensive midfielder. But yeah, we managed to beat Spartak 3-1. We continued our trend with only scoring goals in the second half by having a goal from Severina in the 49th minute, an own goal, and Mihailo Ilic scoring in the second half. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on. Maybe the squad is a little bit shaky. Like I said, the Crvena Zvezda kind of shook us up a little bit. Or maybe I'm just being too cocky and I'm rotating the squad. Who knows? But for today's episode, we are taking on VTSC, and like I said, hopefully for this game, in-game year, I hope it's the last game of the year because that gives me plenty of time to play, go away, do some transfers, rebuild the squad, and by rebuild the squad, I mean pretty much not do any transfer because I don't have any money. We're broke. But yeah, do something like that, and hopefully the squad will look absolutely beautiful for you guys when we come back. But yeah, pretty much everyone is fit. Everyone who's a key player is fit for today's game. We're pretty much going to have an exact same lineup as we had in the previous game, in the Austria-Vienna game. Unfortunately, the only thing we are missing is Kanute, who is suspended from getting too many yellow cards. But we still have good players. We have Stepanovic, which he's a very good player in his own, and the more games he plays, the better he develops. So we're going to have Jovanovic in goal over here. We're going to have Ilic, Markovic. In the back three, we're going to have Antic, Stepanovic, and Filipovic. We're going to have our 2 working bees of Basic and Belic. Up front, we're going to have Kalulu, Saldania, and Popovic. I hope Saldania continues his beautiful run of form. 13 goals and 17 appearances from the wing. But yeah, I think the squad's looking beautiful. Kalulu's starting to slot into that attacking midfielder role beautifully. I am considering of letting him go. Maybe. That's a lot of money. 7.5k a week that he's earning is a little bit too much. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do about him, but maybe this is something I have plenty of time to decide, so there's no rush. But yeah, I hope you're excited. Smash the like button because every like equals a hat trick at some point in time. There's going to be a team that's going to get a hat trick, and it's because of your like. and subscribe to the channel for more cool stuff. I hope you've been enjoying the content I've been putting out and I've been enjoying making it. And yeah, let's have fun together. Let's go and destroy VTSC, or as we know them. Alright, man, I'm gonna kind of miss this little nice animations and little nice, UI bits, because they look very beautiful. I love the combination of black and green, although I'm gonna say that the orange and black also looks quite cool. And to be fair, I forgot the name of it. The Champions League is gonna look very pretty as well. But I mean, I'm more than happy for us to win this and then forget about this competition if it means we keep progressing. But at the same time, man, it looks so nice. Just look at it. Look at this. I'm gonna say this every single game, ain't I? But look how neat this looks. Oh, and the trophy looks very, very neat as well. But that is different. The trophy doesn't look good as the Champions League does. Wait a minute. Whoa. Who is this man? Sultan BI. He's their backup keeper. What happened to I forgot his name. Oh, Bruno Varela's not playing. He's injured. 3 to 6 weeks. Ooh. You know what? That could be in our favor. So that without their key player, and the key player, let me remind you, is their goalkeeper. So could that mean that we have a great chance? I don't want to anger the SI gods. That being said, they just cursed me with missing that. But that's good news for us. We have a chance again today against VTSC. Because last time it was their keeper that kind of kept them in shape. Now they don't have that. So maybe we can do something about it. But they are going to be hitting us on counters. That's what they did last time. I wonder if that's what they did with Genk. But I'm not sure. As Antic is on the ball, Belic is collecting it. Plays it out to Soldania. Finds himself in lots of space. One-on-one the keeper. No, he switches it. And he does a sweaty FIFA goal. What? Soldania is offside. The referee called Saldania to be offside. I didn't see it. I don't think it was offside. I mean, we're currently dominating the game as Genk is losing against Austria Vienna as well. Okay, the way this tournament turns out is completely the opposite of what I expected. I thought Genk was going to be the top dog. Turns out we're the top dog. And turns out VTSC is a decent dog. And Austria Vienna is... They can't decide if they're good or bad. I'm not really sure. We do pick up the ball from them. I'm curious how the kit looks like. It's orange. I didn't expect a Portuguese team to have an orange kit, which is interesting. Stepanovic plays beautifully out to Markovic. Can he do something? Can he bring it up? Can he make a beautiful pass? He can't, but he does find Belic, which is kind of as best as you can expect from a ball-playing defender. We are kind of moving the ball a little bit without... I want to say purpose. It's tiki-taka for the sake of tiki-taka, but we are spreading the play well from left to right. We make it to Antic, who hasn't been performing as well as he has in a few games. Although, to be fair, he scored the only goal as that was almost a beautiful goal. He hit it as hard as he can against Miguel, and it almost ended up in a goal. But yeah, to be fair, I can't really say anything. In the game against Crvena Zvezda, he managed to score a beautiful goal. He's the only person to have scored that beautiful goal. But I mean, he hasn't been as good in the later part of the season as he was at the early start. But hopefully that just means that he's saving himself for harder games. But for now, it looks like our team is also kind of saving themselves for harder games because 0-0 at halftime, not really interesting. There's not many highlights. Unfortunately, we're not stressing them out at all. I might need to move Popovic to a more attacky role, because maybe that's going to stretch him a little bit more. I've been noticing that sometimes if players disappear, it's because of this. So maybe that. And also, I feel like it's probably a good shout for me to try to tell the boys that I believe in them and push them a little bit more. Because we're playing well. And, just patience. I don't want to rush out too much, because if we rush out crazily, they will counter us. They'll hit us in the counter, just like last time. We were at 2-0 up, dropped down to 2-2. Very, very, very bad. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, nothing's happening for now. Maybe it's no point for me to see what happens. Do I do a shout of demand more? It worked ages ago. Will it work again? I think everyone decided that they're not going to play today. I'm not going to get any highlights. I think it's time for subs. I do think it's time for subs. Popovic is not doing good. Do I play Saldania up front? Do I put, Severina? And I'm thinking of doing something like this. I'm going to put them both as wingers. Maybe spread the play a little bit. Maybe they expect us to kind of play in this formation, and therefore, if we don't change it, they will not change the way they play. I'm going to put... Where is my Stojkovic? Why doesn't he highlight? He can play. Everyone knows he can play. We've seen it. And I think for now, this looks as good as it can be. Maybe I'm going to take off Antic and put Sehovic just so we can add some more pace. And apart from that, I think we are all set. Maybe I can change some things if I need to, but we have plenty of subs to do that. Will this make any difference? I don't know. As Kalulu steps up to take a corner, not Basic, I'm not sure why. Markovic does win the header. Severina brings it down. Severina, this guy, he's on the phone. Like this, man, every single time. Severina. Why is it him? Why is it every time something cool happens, it's him? Man, this guy, like, I keep saying this almost every single episode. This guy really, really, really wants to be the key player. It's hard to play him for now. I mean, it's hard to play him over Kalulu, who's a massive, massive player for us with, well, just, I guess, much better reputation and I think much better ability. But I don't know, does this mean that Severina does deserve a chance? Tell me in the comments if you think so, as Stepanovic gets a penalty. And there's no VAR checks or anything in this level, I guess. No, we don't do VAR checks. That's fine. I don't need VAR checks. Jovanovic is a little bit stressed, and I can imagine it. Who is it? Andre steps up, and Jovanovic jumps in the wrong corner. That was a beautiful, beautiful goal. And Andre scores his first goal of the season. And they ping us back, or peg us back straight away. How long was it between the goals? I don't know, like 10 seconds maybe? Oh my god. How unfortunate. And I can't believe that this happened. Literally a minute. A minute apart the goals. And I think that's going to be the end of this game. No, it's not. Oh my god. Should I have spoken? That was a weird touch by Markovic. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to speak up sometimes. Sometimes I say something like, wow, that was a great win. And then we concede 2 goals. But Severina finds himself in lots of space. Severina takes a shot and he hits the side netting. Oh, they had a rookie keeper who's had a bad game, and yet that wasn't enough for us. I'm pissed off, boys. I am pissed off. We could have put this game away. We could have put this tournament away, and the graphics are broken. Everything's floating. God bless SI. Oh my god. That being said, I'm not sure if you can see the score, but you can definitely see what this result means. It doesn't matter what happens in the next game. We have qualified with 11 points from the first place because Austria Vienna beat Genk 2-0. I don't understand this game. This game is almost the opposite of what I expected it to look like. I am speechless. Somehow VTSC proves to be the hardest team for us, and yet they're at the bottom. And Genk, who I thought was going to be the best team, is third. Guys, we did it. In a stupid manner, we did it. That's it. We have done it. We have qualified from first place in the UEFA Europa Conference League Group H. Absolutely amazing scenes. Not gonna lie, it was quite easy. I did both the games against VTSC. We should have won, so we should have gone another, what? But to be fair, we lost like 300k. I think overall, because you get 300 for a win, and I guess you get 142 for a draw, which to be fair is not that bad. We still have plenty of money, but how does all the other leagues look like? Because I'm curious who we may get at some point, which you will obviously find out in the most likely the next episode. But let's see what the other groups are like. So in Group A, Aston Villa has done something similar. They have qualified by winning every single game. Fair enough. I tip my hat to them. Aston Villa, Eintracht Frankfurt, Rosenborg and Debrecen. Yeah, I think that's pretty much exactly what I expected. Group B is also finished. We have Dynamo Kiev qualifying with 11 points and Union SG with 9, with Rakov and Sarginski not really there. Fair enough again, I expected this. Group C, we have SK Rapid, Astana, Čukarički and Karabakh, which to be fair, this is a very, very interesting group. So I'm curious to see if another Serbian team will come with us. So they have a chance. Who are they playing? They're playing their last game against SK Rapid, which is a very, very hard ask for them, I think. But if they manage to get points, I don't know if they can make it through. But so far, no one's qualified, so anything can happen here. Group D, Club Brugge, Victoria Pleasant, and Hajduk. Okay, man, that's actually a very, very close group, so that's going to be an interesting watch. I mean, very, very close. To be fair, I thought this was going to be one of the simpler games. It's not. It's a very good group, actually. Group E, yeah, okay, that makes sense. There are two extremely weak teams. To be fair, a Luxembourgian team had a game that they won against who? Olympia, who's a Slovenian team, and they drew against Olympia. Okay, makes sense. But yeah, Ghent and Zarya qualified, which kind of, again, absolutely makes sense, and that order also makes sense. Group F, Bate is doing worse than I thought it would, but Bran, Lask, and Aberdeen fighting for places. I think Aberdeen should have the quality. Who are they playing? They're playing Lask. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting game. That is a qualifying decider, unless Bate wins by a lot and the goal difference get wrecked and then they move up. I think, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's an interesting group there. Which leaves us on this final group, which is also finalized. We have Fiorentina, Maccabi Tel Aviv, and Shamrock Rovers, and I'm not even going to try to say that team. Yeah, that makes sense. This group literally only had two teams fighting for possession. So that means we could get any one of... Let's see. So that means we can get any one of the second place teams. We can get Eintracht Frankfurt, which would be terrifying. Unions G, which is terrifying. Potentially anyone between Astana and Čukarički. We can have Victoria Pleasant or Hajduk, most likely. Zarya, Lask or Aberdeen, Maccabi Tel Aviv, or... Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. So that's going to be interesting teams that we have here. Hopefully this means that we can progress. We can progress further. There's no stupidly hard teams. I'm curious to see what teams drop down from Europa League, and it might be something stupid like, oh yeah, Manchester United, or who's in the Europa League this year? A Liverpool failed to go from the Europa League, and now they're going to be playing in the Conference League. But for now, this is where we leave off. I think I can have an in-game holiday, because the next game will most likely be here at some point. I'm not sure when we're going to play the playoffs. It's probably going to be after January, and I don't know when the transfer window is going to be. So I'm going to have plenty of games to play off. They're not as important anymore. We are currently first in the league with 9 points ahead of Crvena Zvezda, and we have managed to qualify with one game to go in the group stage of the Conference League, which is nice. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, because for every like, apparently VTSC will keep breaking their players, and maybe next time I face them, I can actually beat them. Because 2-2 and 1-1 is not a fair result. They just keep hitting us on the counter. Maybe next time I should stop playing with that formation and just play a normal formation and destroy them and stop them from countering. But this is not the MrSpaceman way. We do dumb things here. But if you like dumb things here, subscribe. Because I do lots of dumb things in this channel. And hopefully, by the time you see me here, I didn't manage to lose a 9-point, lead. And also didn't manage to somehow, with the last game remaining, to throw myself out, because I don't know, we get point deduction for punching someone in the face. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye guys.